Organizations are required to establish, implement, and maintain a quality management system and its processes, and also take steps to continually improve this system. It's no secret by now that ISO 9001 is big on a process approach to quality management. And Clause 4.4, Quality Management System and Its Processes, is basically saying that now that the organization has a firm understanding of their organizational context and has determined the scope of its QMS, it must now develop the appropriate processes to support that system and ensure it performs effectively. So essentially, management must determine what processes are needed to meet organizational, customer, interested parties, and legal requirements in a continuous and efficient manner. In order to accomplish this effectively and meet the requirements of the ISO 9001:2015 standard, organizations must determine the inputs that are needed and outputs that can be expected, as well as the sequence and interactions of applicable processes. The first step in meeting this requirement again goes back to the first three sections of Clause 4, understanding the context of the organization, its internal and external issues, interested parties, and determining the scope of the QMS, which provide inputs for the remaining processes needed to support the QMS and ensure that the desired outputs will be produced. Many of the processes developed, if they have not already been implemented, will produce outputs which then become inputs to various other processes. Understanding this relationship is essential to developing processes that interact sequentially or in conjunction with one another, without contradicting. Process mapping is an effective way to ensure that processes are set up in this way. Organizations must determine and apply criteria and methods required to ensure the effective operation and control of those processes. What benchmark is to be used to ensure processes are performing as expected? In order to monitor and measure the effectiveness of a process, or anything else for that matter, a criteria must be established to measure against. What resources are needed, and what are the availability of those resources to ensure processes are implemented effectively? What raw material, supplies, or information will be required? And are they readily available to adequately implement the process? Responsibilities and authorities must be assigned for each particular process so that there is no question as to who is responsible for the implementation and communication of the process and its intended outcome. It's essential to ensure that the quality management system and its processes are regularly evaluated for change and improvement opportunities, and that those changes and improvements are adequately implemented. Along with change and improvements, processes must be evaluated for risk and opportunity to ensure that possible risks are adequately mitigated and opportunities are identified and taken advantage of for the benefit of organizational growth and improvement. In addition, organizations are required to develop and retain documented information in order to support the operation of its process and confirm that processes are being implemented effectively. It's up to the organization to determine the type and extent that this documentation will be maintained. The goal here is to make sure that the process can be understood and carried out in an effective way by the people performing the work, and that there is a way to provide evidence of the desired result. So this concludes Lesson 4 on context of the organization, which outlines the importance of understanding the internal and external issues as well as interested parties that have a direct effect on the organization, so that management can have a better understanding of the risks and opportunities that lay ahead, as well as give context when determining the scope of the quality management system and its processes. In the next lesson, we will take a look at Clause 5, Leadership, which covers the requirements for top management to demonstrate leadership and commitment with respect to the quality management system, promote customer focus, establish clear roles and responsibilities, and a policy that reflects the commitment to quality and the satisfaction of its customers. Hi, I'm Greg Peckford, founder at QCAonline.com. If you like this video and would like to know more about the ISO 9001:2015 standard, come check us out at QCAonline.com and explore the Mastering ISO 9001:2015 training program. This online training program consists of 10 lesson modules containing over 60 individual video lessons, downloadable slide decks, word-for-word transcripts, and MP3 audio files. There are also lesson quizzes to aid in retention of knowledge and a certificate of completion at the end of the program to show your accomplishment and knowledge in the world's most popular and widely utilized quality management standard. If you come check us out at qcaonline.com right now, you can sign up for the Mastering ISO 9001-2015 free trial offer and take the program for a test drive with no charge or obligation to buy. That's full access to the first 4 lesson modules absolutely free. Plus you get access to me and my many years of knowledge and experience working in quality management and the ISO 9001 standard in multiple industries. There's a ton of information in these first 4 lessons, so you have nothing to lose and only knowledge to gain. Come check us out at qcaonline.com or check the link below and get your free trial of the Mastering ISO 9001-2015 online training program right now. You won't regret it. See you there.